Before we look around the dashboard, I want to quickly explain the hierarchy and save you from potentially getting confused later. In Ecamm, we use profiles, scenes, and overlays. I think the easiest way to explain this is to think about a PowerPoint presentation or a Keynote presentation. Now, if I were to open up a Keynote presentation, it's going to prompt me to start with a new project. And then I have my first slide in front of me. It's going to be blank. And if I want to add text boxes on it or images, videos, branding, then I'm adding overlays on top of that slide. Yeah. So if I were, for example, going to do a Keynote presentation for an Ecamm webinar, then that first slide probably would just have my title for the webinar on it and my name underneath it. And then I would click down to the next slide and it might just have some bullet points on there saying, who is this for? What are the objections of this session? And then it might go down to a third one that might have a quote on there or some stats. The fourth one might play a video clip. You get the idea, yeah? So you're familiar with building up a presentation like that. Well, Ecamm works very much the same way. And instead of us starting off that new project, well, that new project is called a profile inside of Ecamm. And initially, you're just going to start with one profile. Then rather than slides that we are building out in Keynote, I build out scenes in Ecamm whenever there's a change on screen. So if I want to go from me on camera like this to a screen share or bringing a quote on screen or an image or some text bullet points, playing a video, bringing a guest on for an interview. Every time I'm doing something like that, I create a new scene and I label it up as well. So I'll have a scene called screen share. I'll have another one called me plus guest, things like this. And you'll see this in action when we move through these videos. And all of those elements that I'm bringing on screen, we call overlays. So trust me, we're going to have some fun in a couple of videos time building out some of these scenes, and you're going to be blown away by how easy it is to create these and how professional it can look. So that's really as much as I need to say about profiles, scenes, and overlays for now. I just want you to understand when I'm referring to these terms or you hear other people talking about them that, yeah, scenes is really a new slide, if you like, every time there's a change on screen, and the overlays are just what we're bringing on to build them up. And you're going to see us doing this in one of the upcoming videos. We're going to build out a whole load of scenes for you and actually let you download them as well. So you've got something to get you started with. But before we do that, why don't you join me over here in this video where I just want to have a walk around and let you see everything on screen, understand what they mean, and understand how to access them. So click the button and I'll see you over there.